NONA Soccer Academy was created because of a lazy soccer parent that didn't want to take his son 45 minutes away to play soccer in other clubs. And that person was me. I took him to a local club here, and after seeing what was being taught and how everything was being done, I told the coach, I was like, hey, can I help you during practices? And then we went, and out of the sudden, that mom that was a coach at the time, she's like, man, why don't you help us? And I was there, and I started coaching them. I started helping the kids. Then we got 7 kids that they really wanted to play at a different level. And that's how we started. 7 kids with a lazy parent that didn't want to take him 45 minutes away. And then everything went from there. We've been together for about 15, 16 years now. And I think with time, she understands who I am, you know, and I'll come up with these crazy ideas. And in the beginning, she's like, what is this? You know, it's not gonna work. But after a certain point, she knew that I was gonna be this crazy entrepreneur, that we're gonna jump into things, and she decides to help. Since the day that she understood, we became unstoppable. You know, everything that we put our minds to it. I am the visionary, and she's the operator. And sometimes you have to hire that person, and I have that person as the love of my life, and that I can trust with my eyes closed. All I do is dream, and I throw it at her, and we make it happen together. We can, and hopefully the boys see that, you know. So the 4 of us together fighting for this vision and fighting for what we're trying to do is it's a dream come true. But no, I can't do it without her. I could hire 5 people to replace her, or maybe more, but I think that support. Sometimes she puts me in line. I tell people that she's the real boss, and I think she is. But there are good people that we've brought in. And yesterday I was talking to her at dinner, because we looked at the soccer field, and it was beautiful how the orange is just taking over, and it's such a beautiful day, and you have an orange sky with the sun just settling like at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And I came home and I said, Chris, it was just beautiful how the field looked and everything. And I started telling her, man, like, God has given us our team, and we started mentioning, you know, everybody that is part of the team, and we couldn't stop. So until we listed everybody, and everybody at their own little touch, their own little support, and everything that they're doing to us is just, it's building what it is. Sometimes I pinch myself and I say, what's happening? It's a beautiful story, and I hope we can get here in 10 years and we look back and say, man, remember that first day that we had this conversation? Because so far the ride has been perfect, and I don't care what the end result is, but the journey has been unbelievable. It's been amazing. After that first part of the when NONA was created, I saw something that makes a huge difference, especially in this community here. Lake Nona, when I first started there, I saw this pride on the community that you don't see everywhere else. When the soccer community, when you talk about the bigger clubs, and you have people from everywhere. Yes, we are taking people from other communities and stuff, but when you come to Lake Nona, we look at it differently. You know, there's only a few communities in Orlando and Central Florida that they have that pride to be here. And when we started with the 7 kids, 2 months later we had 12 kids, and then 24 kids. And I said, the only way that what's going to differentiate us from anywhere else, it's the pride of being here. I'm old school. I like that idea my street plays against your street, like what we used to do back at home. And I love the feeling that, hey, Lake Nona is playing Hunters Creek is playing Winter Park, kind of like this school setting. And that's going away with soccer. And we're trying to change that in Lake Nona. We welcome anybody from anywhere. But here in Lake Nona, we have that pride of the community. So that is one part of the soccer is only half of the story, because we're trying to create a community team. The other part is like what we do with the kids, and what we do with creating the family environment, the family aspect of it. And I think we created now a place where the soccer ball makes a difference and brings people together. We have parents that are not living together, that they both come to watch the kid play. We support the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We do a lot of things that is, because I was able to put such a large group of the community together, we can do pretty much anything. The 5K in Lake Nona, the pig run that is coming up, and everything that we're doing, it's bigger than just the game. The game is just a way that we found to bring these people together. Growth is part of the family. Like one person, you need another person, a partner, or however you want to build a family. And I think the more people we have, the more support we have, the bigger would be this pride of the family that we say, the Nona family. And of course, I'm not going to be able to coach every team as much as I would love to, but I think selling the idea and bringing the team together, my coaches, my staff, everybody that's here with us, it's extremely important to find the right people, the people that have the same vision that we do. And I've been blessed so far. We could not be where we are today, pushing at 400 kids here in Lake Nona and some kids from outside, without the staff I built, without my coaches, and without the families. The parents are extremely supportive. So it gives me goosebumps to talk about this, because it's just a dream come true. There's no other explanation for it. I can't tell you how we're able to put in the pride into the kids, into the community as much as we have. I think it was natural. I think the leader of that has a lot of pride, and I think I show that, and my whole family, it's pushing that. I noticed that when we were doing some community services at the middle schools, we saw the Nona players that were at the schools, whether it's North Lake Park, Moss Park, Innovation, and all of the schools that we went to, Eagle Creek, and all of the schools that we went to. As soon as our kids knew that we're coming, they were proudly wearing the Nona jersey, and that I don't know how to explain. I don't know how we built it, but because of the naturality of it, because of the way we do it, it's humble and it's genuine. I can't explain. One day, maybe, not today. Today I'm still dreaming. I'm still having fun with it. Winning is part of the process. I think winning is part of the development, and also is losing. Losing is also very important on building character. And I tell my kids, since I coach high school back in the days, and I heard from a coach once that you win as a gentleman and you lose as a gentleman. And I knew that the trophies would start coming. It's a natural part of the process. If we continue to work hard on the base with the youngest kids, the recreational level, we don't have anybody over 13 years old. Of course, they're going to grow into that age, but because I have them so small, who am I to say that they're not good enough? It's everybody is going to be developed the same way, and if we do that with 7 kids that we started with to 400 kids that we have today, we're going to win. It's just a matter of time. So take a look at these trophies today. Every year you see more and more and more and more, and I think it's just part of it. But winning is not why we're here. It's bigger than that. It's a different. Winning is just another trophy that we put on the wall. But I win so much more every day on other things we do that the trophy is just for the boys and the girls that we have, and they love that, so they deserve it. I think when you have the desire, when you have the vision, and the vision is clear, the people that has the same vision as you naturally comes to you. Wherever you do, you know, you're reading business books and you're reading everything. You are an average of the 5 people that is closest to you, and I truly believe that. So, you know, being positive and being the person that I try to be every day, I will attract more and more of these people. And of course, most of our coaches today, they have young kids that they want me to develop this academy. They want us to develop this academy, and they will do anything that they can to help us to develop this academy. But and at the end of the day, they're going to be part of this success because it's all their kids, you know. And because we have that touch, because we have that, now we're talking to actually people that want to do soccer as a career, you know, and the touch is different. I would never, you know, you heard from Walt Disney, you'll never forget that everything started from a mouse. And we never forget here in NONA that everything started because of the kids. I don't care the championships we win. I don't care how many of them we win, how many of them we lose. But at the end of the day, I want 1,000 NONA alumni coming back and say, NONA made a difference in my life, and I'm happy. If I make 1 or 2 to play at Barcelona or Real Madrid, cool. But I think if I have 1,000 coming back and saying that I made a difference, or any of my coaches made a difference in their lives, I think that's what the true success is. We do things differently here. And if you ask me what is different, I don't know if I can tell you. But you have somebody that cares so much about the children and about the development of the children, not only inside the 4 lines, inside the soccer field. I care about them, that kids come to our soccer practice and it's where they escape. Whatever they have at their house, whatever difficulties that they're going, parents fighting, divorces, financial struggles, whatever. Not one household out there, it's a perfect household. And here, it's where they all belong. They all come together. So, and I make sure that our grass is sacred. When people come in, the kids will have fun for an hour. Yes, they will compete. We teach them how to compete. We teach them the level of soccer. But my coaches and I, we know that we are their escape. We are their fun. We are what they choose to do. And if we don't lose that track, Leo, I can have 400 kids today, and I can have 2,000 kids tomorrow. It's just a matter of not losing that touch. Anybody can teach a kid how to dribble through cones. Anybody can teach a kid in different ways on how to shoot a soccer ball. But putting as much heart into it as we have, I don't think you're gonna find anybody that's doing that. They're the reason, right? Why we do this. I just want them to be proud of what we're doing. I really can care less if they decide to play soccer in the future or to become professional soccer players. That doesn't really matter to me. I want them to look back and say, look what this family did. Because they can be proud of me all they want or the thing, but all the struggles we'll go through to put this together, they're part of it. They need to look at NONA as we built this. as a family, and my wife and the boys, and that's how I want them to look at it.
Who are we?
We're NONA.